Max morning, Max morning, Max morning, Max morning. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful, beautiful, MAXCITING year for each and every one of us. My name is Christmas Adelip. You can call me Christmas the MC. And I'm so excited to be here with you this evening, this afternoon, this morning. Depending on where you are joining me from, it is an absolutely amazing time to be part of this community, Max International. And it's going to be exciting. But before we get started, we are going to have the Ghana National Anthem. Then we kickstart the event. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get in a patriotic mood and have the Ghana National Anthem. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That was amazing. That was amazing. So right about now, we are going to have a special message from our very own CEO on what the MAXCITING year is going to be about. And guess what? It is going to be exciting. It's going to be beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you one of the finest visionaries of our time. And he's no other than our very own CEO. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you 𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍.
Hey you guys, 𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍, CEO of Max International here. And I wanted to make sure that you guys got a good feel for what it's like here in Utah today. You know, look at all this snow all around. Whew! And so here's some guy in a nice African garb coming to you so you can experience some of the great snowfall that we get here in Utah. It's a perfectly blistery cold day. And I wish you guys were here to enjoy it, but you guys are there in sunny, warm Accra, enjoying the fine temperatures. You know, and hey, 2021 is here now, and we are thrilled. Thank you guys for hanging in there with us through 2020. We know it was tough. Man, so tired of 2020. It's over. 2021 is going to be better. And you know what? We're going to get to deal with all of those little issues that have been in the way. You know, there are always challenges in these businesses. You know, in any business, in life, there are challenges. But we keep fighting through them. We keep working through them. We keep solving those problems, and we're going to make this business the greatest business in the world. And we're going to keep working hard for you. So, you know, product supply, there were challenges all over the world this year with product supply. Supply chains were tough. But, you know, our manufacturers are working hard, and we're trying to get those things worked out to make sure that we are continuously supplying you with the best products. Now, isn't that the good side of this? You know, I know that we're a little bit short of products, but you know what that means? It means our products are in high demand. People want our products because our products are the best, unequivocally the best products on the marketplace. And in this time, when people need to stay healthy, when you need to keep your glutathione levels high, there is only one place to turn, and that's to Max International and our great products. And our super associates, our crown diamonds, we, you know, Dr. Bright, Nana Ama keep leading the way, and all of our diamonds and double diamonds, they're there to help you guys build a terrific business. So take advantage of all of the things that Max International has. You know, we've been through these tough times before. We've been there, we've stuck it out, we fought through them, we work them out, and you know what? We keep growing and we keep affecting people's lives with these amazing products and this great business opportunity. So, you know what? I can't wait until we are free of all of this stuff so we can start flying around because, yo, I'm cold. I need to get back to Accra where there's some nice weather and some spicy jollof, baby. I need that Ghanaian jollof like soon. So I love you guys. I'm 𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍. I'm Max International. Together, we are Max.
Well said, well said, well said. We are Max indeed. And guess what? The best product in 2021 is going to be the most exciting year of our businesses in Max International. Moving forward, we are going to help us recognize our crown diamonds. And this is going to be done by our very own country manager, Mr. 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍 to help us recognize our crown diamonds of Max International.
Max family, and welcome. My name is 𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍, country manager, Max International Ghana. It is my great pleasure to be here today to recognize the Crown Diamond Associates at Max International Ghana. Crown Diamond is the highest rank one may achieve at Max International Ghana. It represents many years of exceptional teamwork and leadership. It is my great honor to recognize Crown Diamond Associates, Dr. 𝒏𝒕𝒄𝒏𝒂𝒍 and Mrs. Nana Ama Gomez. Since 2014, you both have inspired thousands of people to overcome challenges and become successful entrepreneurs. We salute you for your fine example and your exceptional contributions. To the Max family, we wish you health, prosperity, and success throughout 2021. Max Morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Menelik. Thank you so much for this wonderful, wonderful recognition. Now, this is something that I'm so passionate about, right? These people, they've done so much for Max International Ghana, Max International Africa, and we celebrate with them Crown Diamonds, Nana Ama and Dr. 𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍. Congratulations going out to you all. Now, moving forward, we are going to recognize our able double diamonds of Max International. And to help us do that is no other than our finest crown diamond, Dr. 𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍. Take it away.
My name is Dr. 𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍, a Max International Crown Diamond Associate, and I bring you warm greetings from Max International. I am here to introduce to you the Max International Double Diamond Associates. These are high-ranked individuals who have built their business, developed so many leaders, have contributed enormously to the growth of the organization, and in so doing have achieved the enviable rank of Max International Double Diamond Associates. Now, the first on the list is, we have a couple. We have Dr. Albert and Mrs. Victoria Sedo here. They are a wonderful couple. They have built a business over the past 7 years, raised so many leaders, touched so many lives, and in so doing have achieved the rank of Max International Double Diamonds. Dr. Albert also works as a specialist psychiatrist in one of the nation's top teaching hospitals. He's a really remarkable individual and someone that I love to work with. Thank you and congrats to you both. The next in line we have Dr. Kelvin and Dr. Mrs. Annie Owusu. These are a wonderful pair. Dr. Kelvin is a specialist radiologist. He's also the CEO of Legacy Foods and a medical director of a diagnostic center. Dr. Mrs. Annie Owusu is also a pediatrician. And you can imagine the caliber, okay? And these wonderful guys have built a business since 2014. Likewise, have raised so many leaders, have impacted so many lives, and today we celebrate them as Max International Double Diamond Associates. The last but not the least is a young man full of zeal, passion, tremendous power. He is a Java. He has also built a business, especially with the young people. He is a beacon of hope for the young people, and he has risen to the rank of Max International Double Diamond Associate. Now, personally from me, I want to say a big thank you to all of you guys. You are wonderful. You are strong pillars that hold this organization together, and we wouldn't be here without your effort, your zeal, your contributions. I want to say, keep at it, keep rising high, and we will celebrate you once you get to Crown Diamond. We know that you are going to get there. So from me and the rest of the team, we say thank you, we wish you well, congratulations, and we celebrate you. Bye-bye. Stay blessed.
Congratulations, congratulations, and a big thank you to Dr. 𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍, Crown Diamond Max International, for this wonderful piece that you just gave us. And moving on, we are going to recognize our wonderful Diamond Associate of Max International. And to help us do that is no other than Double Diamond, Dr. Albert Sedo here. Take it away, Dr. Albert.
Hello, people. This is Dr. Albert Sedo here, Double Diamond Max Associate. It's a great honor to be called upon to recognize our great leaders. And these are our Max Diamond Associate Ghana. Diamond rank signifies life of significance, which means that you are helping a lot of people realize their dreams, and you are grooming them to become great leaders just like yourself, and even much more. Please join me celebrate the great effort of Dr. Kweku and Mrs. 𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍 Asari, Dr. Kofi and Mrs. Nana Ama Nyakupon, Dr. David and Mrs. 𝒏𝒕𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍, Mr. Matthew and Mrs. 𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍, Mr. and Mrs. 𝒂𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍, Mr. Bernard Jemfi Frempong, Miss Harriet Aqua, Mr. and Mrs. Rutherford Ni Samsoa, Mr. Obadiah Amankona, Mrs. Akosia Meinu, Mr. Opoku Godfred, Mr. William Jima, Mr. Samuel and Mrs. Bernadette Mensa, Mr. Joshua Nanansia. Congratulations and well done, and keep building, helping lots of team members become great, just like yourself, and even much more. Max Morning.
Hey. All right, I'm in the party mood already. Congratulations to all our Diamond Associates, and thank you so much to Dr. Albert Double Diamond for helping us with this amazing piece. Now, moving forward, we all know, right, COVID is real. COVID is affecting a lot of families out there. So we are going to have a special message to help us take care of ourselves so that we can impact lives, impact families. And we're going to have a special message from Dr. Parker Alote. Dr. Parker, please take it away.
My name is Dr. Parker. I'm an obstetrician gynecologist specialist, and I'm also a Max Diamond Associate. We know we are not living in normal times. The rate of COVID infection is going up every day. So many people are coming down with the infection. It is our duty to make sure that we protect ourselves and our family members. As much as possible, avoid social gatherings, avoid super spreader events, avoid parties, avoid hugging, avoid shaking hands. Do not go out unless it's very necessary. And remember, anytime you are going out, you don't put only yourself at risk, but that of your family members as well. It is very important that we all stick to the COVID protocols. Wash your hands as much as possible. Use alcohol-based hand sanitizers as much as possible. Do not touch your face. Social distance is a must in these days. Just keep to these protocols and you are going to be safe. And very importantly as well, make sure you are taking something to boost your immune system. Wearing your nose mask is one of the most important parts of the COVID protocols. You always have to make sure you wear your nose mask correctly, making sure it is covering both your nose and your mouth. And wear it properly, holding the strings, and you remove it by also holding the strings, all right? So you wear it the correct way, covering your nose and your mouth, and you remove it by holding the strings and taking it off. Let's stay safe.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, COVID is real. And thank you so much to Dr. Parker for the awareness message. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now, this is the point most of us have been waiting for. The most important point in the entire event. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? This is the point you want to pick your pen and your paper. You want to write down notes. You want to hear what this gentleman has to share with us. And I'm about to introduce you to a very renowned doctor who has done so many phenomenal things in his field, right? He is a senior lecturer and immediate past head of the Department of Pharmacology and Toxicology, University of Ghana School of Pharmacy. He has a broad experience in pharmacology and toxicology with specific training and expertise in ethopharmacology-oriented drug discovery, in oxidative stress, include in non-communicable diseases such as diabetes, asthma, and cancer. And guess what? He is the founder and chairman of the NGO 𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒍, which promotes scientific research and traditional African medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, with a heart full of excitement, I would love to introduce you to Dr. Kwame Benoit Ngisan Banga.
Good evening. I am very delighted to be here today as the guest speaker for this important event to talk about an important topic, that is the importance of boosting the immune system. So we all agree this is a very important topic, especially under this COVID context. So I would like to commend the organizer and also thank them for inviting me. I've been tasked to talk about the importance of boosting the immune system and also to present some of the findings that we have done through our research on the some of the dietary supplements of MAX International. So I will first start with a definition of what is the immune system, its role, and some of the components of this system. And then we'll talk about the strategies that are used to boost the immune system, the immune function under COVID-19 context. And third, we'll look at the efficacy of some of the glutathione enhancer dietary supplements and their effects on non-communicable diseases. This is where I will present some of the findings that we have gotten. And then we'll talk about the possible drug interaction, supplement drug interaction. That is something that also happens when we use conventional drug concomitantly with food supplements. And then finally, I will conclude on this important topic and give some recommendation. So first of all, let me start with a funny quotation from William Clark in the preface of his book entitled In Defense of Self. And he says, and I quote, "The immune system is the only thing standing between us and a sea of microbial predators that could send us to an early and ugly death. Our world is filled with invisible microorganisms that find our body a delightful place to live and rear a family. Our inside is not only rent-free, but warm, moist, full of nutrients, and protected from the elements." And he ends up with this question: who will ask for more? Certainly not the microbes. So let me start with the definition of what is the immune system. The immune system can be defined as a complex network of proteins, cell, tissue, and organs that work together to protect the body from harmful substances and organisms, and also to defend our body against diseases. So I think this definition is complete, and you can see clearly the role of the immune function here. Let me also give some basic definition that you may surely need for the next step of the presentation. So the science that studies the structure and function of the immune system is called immunology. Immunity is defined as the resistance of the host to a pathogen and to their toxic effects. And the immune response is defined as a collective and coordinated response to the introduction of a foreign substance in an individual, mediated by the cells and molecules of the immune system. So now, what is the role? We mentioned part of this role in the definition. And we said that the role of the immune system is to defend our organisms against harmful substances. So, for example of harmful substances can be the environmental chemical polluants and heavy metals such as lead, cadmium, mercury, and nickel that have been shown to suppress or enhance the immune system, or even sometimes induce autoimmune diseases. Then defend our body against the microbes. And these microbes can be bacteria, viruses, or fungi. And as you know, we are surrounded by almost 300 trillion bacteria on our body, inside and around us. So most of these bacteria are not harmful. So most of them are friendly, and just a few are harmful to our organism. The other role of the immune system is to defend against the growth of what we call tumor or cancer cells. This is the case where our own cells have managed, following some modification, to escape to the control of the immune system. So they have become a kind of rebel cells, and they are not respecting or abiding by any rules, and they can end up causing cancer cells and tumors. So in that case, the immune system should be able to identify these cells and also kill these cells and their growth. Then finally, the third role of the immune system is to maintain what we call homeostasis. Homeostasis is just the fact that there is a defined number of cells in our body. It shouldn't be more or less. So the immune system has this role to maintain this balance level. And an example is dead cells, like the red blood cell or the white blood cells that are dead and that need to be cleared from the system by the immune system. So now, remember, I said the immune system is a complex system. Indeed, when we look at the organs and tissue, the cells and the molecules that are involved in this system, we can understand this complexity. So let's see now how the immune system can be classified. So we have two types of immunity. We have the innate immunity, that is also referred as a non-adaptive or non-specific. So this is the immunity we are born with. So it is our first line of immune response, and it relies on mechanisms such as mechanical, humoral, or cellular mechanism to and they exist before the infection occurs. Then the second type of immunity is what we call the acquired or adaptive or specific immunity. And this is the second line of response when the first one has failed. And this one relies on mechanisms that can be cell-mediated or humoral mediated. And this one is adapted after the infection. So this immunity is handled by the T and B lymphocytes, and one cell determines an antigenic determinant. So just like us, our immune system is not perfect, and it can fail in some cases. And when they fail, we have different type of reaction. The first type of reaction is what we call the hypersensitivity reaction. So in this type, it causes a lot of cell damage because it is an excessive response to the antigen. So there are three types of reaction. One is called hypersensitivity, which is defined as the overreaction of the immune system to the infectious agent. The other reaction is the allergic reaction, and this one is when your immune system reacts excessively to an environmental substance. And the last is the autoimmunity, and is the overreaction of your immune system against your own cells. And the other type of reaction when the immune system fails is the immunodeficiency. This is characterized by a loss or inadequate function of various components of the immune system. And it can occur in any part of the immunity, both in the innate and the adaptive immunity. So in this case, the immunocompromised host has an impaired immune function and is at very high risk of infection. So now I would like to share with you some of the factors that can affect the immune system. So as you can see on this slide, the immune system can be affected by so many factors. Just let us mention a few. We have the stress that can be environmental, psychological, or physiological, can negatively depress or affect the immune system. We have obesity. Obesity has been shown to also depress the immune system. We have alcohol consumption. Alcohol consumption has a negative impact on the immune system. Some of the factors that have a positive impact are the exercise training or the physical exercise that can be intense or moderate. We have also the vaccines that are known to boost the immune system. And the immune system is also depending on the age, the gender, and the genetics. So, as you can see, there are many factors that we have to know for their impact on the immune system. Now, let's look at the immune system in the COVID context, because this is what we are facing now. In the COVID context, what happened is that once the receptors of the host have sensed the viral RNA, it will activate a downstream pathways, and this will lead to an induction of the immune response, as I said earlier. Just that this response in this case is a kind of hyperreactivity. This caused one of the most worrying features of COVID-19, and the phenomenon is known as a cytokine storm. So remember, cytokines are those proteins that are produced by the immune cells to coordinate the immune response. So in this case, this is a rapid overreaction of the immune system that have been shown to be related to the critical condition of patients suffering from COVID. And let's also say that during the period of the home confinement, during the COVID pandemic, our immune system was affected by different factors and even weakened by these factors. And these factors include the stress, because we were all going under stress, anxiety, and poor nutrition. Some of us couldn't feed ourselves very well. And in the opposite, healthy diets rich in vitamins can have shown to reinforce the immune defense and therefore reduce the risk of microbial infection. So now to the strategies for boosting the immune response under COVID-19. So the concept that one can boost the immunity is a very popular concept worldwide. Also, the concept that vaccines are the most effective means for preventing infection is also well recognized by both the public health authorities and by the public. However, despite this recognition that vaccination is the only evidence-based approach, the lay public is exposed to a wide range of information on how to boost the immune system. And this is very easy to show. Just go on internet and type boosting the immune system. You receive a lot of information, but we have to be careful. Regarding the current context of COVID-19 pandemic, in which there is no optimal vaccination or cure, and where the functionality and efficiency of the immune response has never been seen as the key factor to defend our body against viral infection, we have to consider this context. And let me also mention that an additional issue is whether the use of these non-pharmacological approaches to boost the immune system can be considered as effective alternative to vaccination. So this is a particularly important aspect at this time when vaccine hesitancy has become a major threat to global health, as indicated by WHO in 2019. So these substances could have numerous advantages. I'm talking about the non-pharmacological based approach. They have numerous advantages, and they are generally easily available, and the side effects are also not much when we respect the doses that are prescribed. However, there are no specific data available, and rigorous clinical trial, that is the study where we determine the efficacy of the drug in human, should be conducted on diet supplementation to confirm their beneficial role in the current pandemic. I must also add that although it is well known that physical exercise is a very active booster of immunity, and although the stress also strongly alters the immune response, nutrition is an essential regulator of the immune homeostasis, and even a small deficiency of this nutrient can disturb the immune response. So, finally, the strategy of using nutraceutical in boosting the immune system under COVID-19 pandemic has been well documented and recommended. Let's now look at the nutraceuticals that can be used to boost the immune system. First of all, what is a nutraceutical? A nutraceutical can be defined as any substance that is a food or part of a food and provides medical or health benefits, including the prevention and treatment of diseases. It is more than a food but less than pharmaceuticals. So, because this is a very broad topic, we want to look at those of these nutraceuticals that have been shown to boost the immune system and those that have been shown to be beneficial in the management of COVID-19. So we'll look at the role of vitamins, minerals, probiotics, protein-rich foods, and what we call phytogenics. So we'll define all this and give some example. For the role of vitamins, the vitamins is an organic molecule that is essential, an essential micronutrient in an that the organism needs in a small quantity for the proper functioning of its metabolism. And there are many vitamins that are crucial for the normal function of the immune system. But vitamin D, E, and C are the ones that have been shown to boost the immune system and for which we have documentation for their beneficial role in the management of COVID-19. So, quickly, let's look at some of these vitamins. Vitamin D, also known as cholecalciferol, is a steroid hormone that is produced by the skin when exposed to ultraviolet light or obtained from dietary sources. And most diets, unfortunately, have a low concentration in vitamin D. And among these vitamin D-rich foods, we have the oily fish, such as the salmon, that are considered to be one of the best sources for vitamin D. The active form of vitamin D plays an important role in maintaining blood, calcium, and phosphorus level and mineralization bone. Vitamin D have been shown to deeply influence the immune response to infections because the function of the immune cells are affected by activation of the vitamin D receptors. So, the protective role of vitamin D is exhibited via enhancement of both the innate and the active immunity, and also through its mechanism that block the system that we call the renin-angiotensin system. So it may also interact with the adaptive system through a reduction of the immunoglobulin secretion and through a production of pro-inflammatory cytokines. Therefore, the supplementation of vitamin D could boost the immunity against COVID-19 with subsequent reduction of disease severity in vitamin D deficient patients. So, the evidence of the role of vitamin C in COVID-19 has been shown through the following fact. The outbreak occurred in winter. This is a season where the vitamin D is at its lowest concentration in our skin. Also, the number of cases in the southern hemisphere near the end of the summer was very low. And then vitamin D deficiency has been found to contribute to acute respiratory distress syndromes. Safe fatality rate increase with age and chronic comorbidities, of which are associated with lower vitamin D concentration. And finally, it was shown that the role of vitamin D supplementation for COVID-19 patients has shown that vitamin D interact with the immune system via activation of some important proteins of the adaptive immunity. Vitamin D deficiency has also resulted in an increase of lung injury and risk of acute respiratory distress syndrome, diabetes, and cardiovascular symptoms. So let's say the goal of this supplementation in vitamin D should be to raise the concentration of vitamin D to a level between 40 and 60 nanogram per milliliters. So all this evidence shown that vitamin D is recommended and has been demonstrated to be effective in COVID-19 management. Now, the role of vitamin E is a little more controversial, but people believe that it is effective in boosting the immune system and potentially effective in COVID-19 through its potent antioxidant activity and through its ability to protect the cells against oxidative stress. Vitamin C has also been shown to be very effective in boosting the immune system and also in COVID-19 management. Now let's come to the minerals. A mineral is an element on the earth and in food that our body needs to develop the function normally. So crucial minerals are used as potent immune response and are used to improve improving the mineral status of the body can be a very efficient strategy in boosting the immune system in the defense against COVID-19. Let me mention some few that have been demonstrated to be effective in COVID-19. We have zinc, iron, selenium, phosphorus, calcium, copper, magnesium. And these have been shown to play an important role in this condition. I want to move to the role of probiotics. Probiotics are live microorganisms that are intended to have a health benefit when consumed or applied to the body. And many bacteria, as we said, are friendly to the organisms, and they play a positive role that is very helpful. And some of these bacteria help to digest food, to destroy the disease